16, 15, 14, 13, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hello, you guys. Good morning. We made it. We made it happen. Hello. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the morning tea. It is Thick Thursday. We love a good Thursday. I think we actually got our countdown down. Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. Honestly, just don't burst our bubbles if we didn't. It's okay.
I hope we did.
You look good, Courtney. You look good.
Because literally before we got started, you sent me a picture of your setup. So y'all, for those of y'all that don't realize how much of like a dunce I am, I have been like using the microphone backwards the whole entire time. So I've been talking into it from back here when I'm really supposed to be talking into it from here. So hopefully, thankfully I have a podcast and my co-host told me like, hey, what are you doing, dummy? And I was like, oops. So hopefully y'all can hear me a lot better today.
It looks fabulous. I can hear you great. I love it. I'm so happy we're here. I'm happy that we're able to do the morning tea still, and it's killing it, and we're having so much fun with you guys. Please just continue to give this video a share, thumbs up, subscribe, bell. Please just any support you can throw during this time. We appreciate you all so freaking much. But we have a lot to talk about, you guys. We're obviously going to talk about this new update with Khloe and Tristan. The clownery is continuing. Of course, we're going to have some thoughts. We also are talking about Kylie. She is an expert on quarantining thanks to her pregnancy. Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And also, the Surgeon General of the United States is literally calling her out to do more on educating young people. So that's interesting too. We're also going to talk a little bit about Kendall. We're going to talk about Lala Kent and Randall Emmett. Lala's from Vanderpump Rules, and Randall Emmett is the guy who 50 Cent put on blast. He's the reason why we have Fofty. We're also talking about Tana Mojo, Drake, Katy Perry, Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, Cardi B, Justin and Haley, and Selena.
I feel like you just did ping pong with my brain, girl. We talking about everybody today, girl.
I literally felt like I just ran a marathon, but with
not a marathon.
That's my kind of marathon, a talking marathon, obviously. Not an actual physical one. I will say though, I did find a really good dance workout thing that my sister told me about. It's called Fitness Marshall. Have you heard of this guy?
I have never heard of Fitness Marshall.
Okay, so he's just like this awesome guy who does dance routines to like our favorite songs, and they're a little bit of a workout, and he did one to Look at Her Now, so I was doing my and I was getting my exercise on, my choreography on. It was like the best thing ever. I needed it yesterday.
Oh, I'm here for it. You know what I do? I just go on, the old IG, and I see all of the fitness influencers I follow. So they are all quarantined as well. So they've all been like uploading in excess all of these home workouts that like you don't need weights for, because Lord knows I don't have that. I've got about like one good gallon jug of water that I will be lifting. So let's hope that I can retain some fitness, before we have to go back out into the public eye.
See, because I'm a little worried that when I do emerge from my quarantine, whenever it is time, that I'm going to look like the Pillsbury Doughboy. That's what I keep saying. Because I have just used this also as an excuse to just, like, eat so much comfort food. Like, literally last night for dinner, I had a hot dog and french fries. Like, that's not okay. That's not normal. That's what I would
so
really
normal. Have. That is the dinner choice of 12-year-old boys across the nation. Are you kidding me? That is a staple. Hot dog and french fries? That's something that will get you through the night, and you'll be alright, Yes.
I just never thought I'd have anything in common with a 12-year-old boy until now, so thank you.
When I was 12, I was eating up hot dogs and french fries and kid cuisines every day on the side of my Arthur Zoom and Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon.
Yum. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. We have Alyssa, hi quarantine tea tribe. We have all one thing I can dance, but then the end of my dancing, people magically end up on the floor. Shoes always missing. Yes, queen, we love people who get the dance party started. I see you guys sharing so many positive vibes with the tea tribe, which I love so much. And yes, Morgan, I will allow myself to cope, but I can't cope too much, because let me tell you, food definitely is a a nice comfort, and I have been indulging. I have absolutely been indulging. We also have Karen saying, I had my Disney-themed wedding on the weekend, and I'm sipping cocktails on my honeymoon in the Maldives. Oh my God. On a private island with my husband. Thank you for the shout out. Remember I told you about her wedding that she was having this past weekend right before all the craziness?
Yes,
Remember?
my mind is blown.
Yes. So please be safe. I mean,
Congrats.
the fact that private island, I imagine that's safe.
It feels safe to me when you say it. So
yes, it does. We have Lauren saying hi from Chicago. Did you hear about Demi's show being on Disney Plus? That's exactly what we're going to talk about, in addition to some other Demi news, some Demi Corona news, of course. We also have, Lachiana. I don't think I'm saying that right, but shout out, please. Hello.
Hey.
And we also have Emma saying, I was just on spring break in Hawaii and was close to getting up at 5 a.m. to watch the tea, but now I'm back to 8:30 normal time. Love you guys for keeping me sane during these times. You're so welcome. I'm happy to be here for you.
Of course, we got you back.
Hawaii sounds amazing.
It sounds gorgeous. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Wowie Maui. That's where I need to be.
I think Hawaii should be our goal for when this is all over. We need to treat ourselves to a nice Hawaiian vacation on the beach.
I 3,000% agree.
Yes. Unlike the people who are in Miami right now acting a complete fool. Did you see those people on social media yesterday?
Maddison, don't get me riled up before we even get started, because those people look and sound stupid. They look and sound stupid. And also, what is going on in Florida that they cannot close the beach?
Thank you.
I don't understand. Those people look stupid. They look selfish.
So selfish. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, there's been all of these news interviews that I've been seeing on Instagram. You guys have probably been seeing them on social media as well, where it's spring breakers in Miami who are complaining about the fact they're closing the bars and the restaurants. They're refusing to leave until they basically have to. They're saying that this isn't a big deal. I don't know why people are freaking out. Like, we're just trying to party and get drunk. And it is just incredibly infuriating. And I don't know if it's because we're here in Los Angeles where things have been kind of really amping up in the seriousness, where I'm just like, what the hell? Like, we're trying to be done with this as soon as possible. And then you have Dingleberry over there trying to get wasted at the bar until it closes.
I'm just like, the whole thing about like, but our spring break. It's like, sis, you keep playing around, it's going to be your last one. Like, so I don't understand like why people are taking everything with a grain of salt. Like, this is like a national health emergency. It's a pandemic.
Literally. I have Dakota saying, scary that those young kids are our future. Dakota, taking the words right out of my mouth. That is freaking scary. Then we also have Mally, Morning Tea Tribe, Hit It Leo, Shambong Dave, Courtney Revolution, and Maddison. Hello, good morning. Thank you for including Shambong Dave and Hit It Leo. We appreciate you for doing that.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw Shambong Dave's Instagram story yesterday, but I think he is going stir crazy without the Tea Tribe, so I'm sure he loves any and all social media interactions he gets with y'all.
I was literally cackling at his Instagram story. Are you popping off, Maddison?
I was like, well, I can't with Shambong Dave. And poor Leo,
I'm mad about it.
A whole robot set up to try to get us to make sure we're bringing y'all the tea, so please don't forget them when sending them lots of love during this time, because they are making it work. Work. We also have some birthdays going on, so if it's your birthday during this time, happy birthday. Still celebrate. No one said birthdays are canceled, you know?
No, even if you guys end up twerking in the club, you just twerk in the living room. That's all it is. Right. That's all you do.
That was literally me yesterday during the workout video. Okay, Courtney, you would like this because he had one for my type and Hot Girl Summer.
Oh, I know you was going off, Maddison.
Oh, you know, it was like there was a whole twerking section for the Hot Girl Summer, and I was just right here with my window. I'm sure some of my neighbors were like, what the hell is that girl doing twerking alone near her kitchen with this whole setup? Like, is she filming herself? Is she doing something during this time? And it was fine.
I have a question for you, Maddison. How would you? This is a hypothetical situation, but it is something that could certainly happen to you. You wake up one morning, you're doing the docket, all of a sudden you receive a text from me. Now, you know, if I'm texting you first, it's urgent, right?
Right.
So I'm sending you a text and you open up the link I have sent and it is you inside your apartment and someone is filming you shaking it to your workout video. How does Maddison respond to that?
I would be like, oh, expletive. Number one. Then I would probably just embrace it and be like, follow me on Instagram.
Thank the Lord, because that is exactly what your plan should be. You lean right into it and you go, yes, I am exercise girl. This is the song I was listening to. Stream it, be in the music video, and get the bag. Yes, we love that for you.
You have taught me. You have taught me well. You've taught me well. Okay, let's go ahead and pour up the tea, everybody. Right. And also the workouts I was talking about, it's Fitness Marshall. If you go look up his YouTube channel, he has like a bunch of dances, and you can just do whatever song is your favorite. They're like 2 to 4 minutes long each. So I did like 7 yesterday, and it was so much fun. Okay, but we're going to cheers. Pour it up, pour it up. Pour it up.
I'm going to pour this in my lap one day. This is hot water.
Don't even jinx it. Don't even manifest that and put that out there. Okay.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. We got our cute mugs. Yes. 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 Love it. Love it. This is my Gossip Girl reference. In case any of you were wondering, what would Blair Waldorf do? Be a BA woman. That's what you would do.
Have that mug, Maddison.
Always on brand. Okay, the first thing I wanted to start off with some positivity. You know that we always like to try to do that as much as possible. And I think right now we could all use an extra dose. So there's a new report from E! News. People around America are putting up Christmas lights to spread cheer during this time that everyone's in quarantine. And this woman, her name's Carson, that's what picture you guys are looking at now. She put it for her apartment. She said she saw this trend on Twitter, and she told E! News that she feels like lights are a reminder that we're going to come out of this stronger than ever.
All right.
Listen, I
love it. I just feel like, well, how long did you take to put them back up? Like, you know what I mean? Because for some people, it's not like just like one little string. Some people go all out. So for the people that are going all out, thank you for the message. But wow, that was a lot of work, time, and effort. Because you got to get the ladder sometimes. You got to get up on the roof, girl. You got to untangle them if they're tangled. I mean, excellent message. Not for me.
I feel like my Christmas lights, I have like one strand and they're in the my storage unit, so that's not happening. But I feel like just even a little something is like cute. I love it. I love a little positive vibe, you know. So shout out to Carson, everyone who's spreading cheer during quarantine. But let's move on and talk about Lala Kent and Randall Emmett. Like I said, Lala is from Vanderpump Rules. Such a great Bravo show. It's kind of gone downhill this season because the drama's settling down, but whatever, it's fine. Randall Emmett, the guy who owed 50 Cent money, who 50 Cent called out. They were engaged, and they've confirmed to People Magazine that they have had to postpone their wedding from mid-April to July. They were planning this huge, over-the-top, very expensive and exquisite wedding that's now being pushed. They said that they're saddened by the postponing, but it's, you know, for the safety of their family and guests. And actually, like a week and a half before this, Lala was on her Instagram joking, saying like, why would God have Corona happen around my wedding? Well, now there's no jokes because she literally had to postpone.
That sucks. I can't imagine like getting married or like just getting pregnant and being like, oh my God, pandemic is happening. So, I mean, thankfully you can postpone a wedding.
Right?
You know what I mean? You don't fall out of love.
Right. I feel like the wedding industry, it has to be taking a hit, obviously. And I agree with you for having babies. My cousin, his wife just had their baby yesterday. So cute. Her name is Victoria. Oh, she's so cute.
That's cute.
But, you know, it's thankfully his wife's a nurse, so I feel like she's very up on everything, like probably more so than the average person. But still, I agree with you. Like, right now is just a crazy time for some of the happiest moments in people's lives. So it's a really weird balance, I guess, almost. Are people trying to balance? I don't know.
It makes me think of like Katy Perry. Like she was ready to go full on Tokyo, and they said nah, and now they're in the same boat. I'm sorry for everyone that was planning on having like a summer wedding. You know what I mean? You try on your finest Vera Wang, and all of a sudden you can't breathe outside your home. So I mean it's the truth. It's very unfortunate. It sucks. I'm glad I ain't have nothing planned like that.
You just make me giggle when you say you put on your very best bear wing, and all of a sudden,
Can't even open up the dough. Like, if it's not Postmates, girl, I can't touch it.
Gabby said, imagine how many babies will be popping out in 9 months. People are saying this is the baby boom season.
The Corona baby boom.
Do you think that's actually going to happen? I mean, we're going to talk about that in regards to Cardi B, because her and Offset have definitely been enjoying themselves a little too much. But do you think that's actually going to happen? Like, we're going to have a baby boom after all of this?
No, because people are too self-deprecating and they're too busy on Twitter talking about how much they don't like the people that they're in relationships with to even sleep with them. So, no babies. Condoms, please.
That's true. We're calling it's not going to be the baby boomer season. But let's go. Although I do like Wesley, he said corn tea babies. Now, we know that y'all all love your significant others, so we might have a corn tea baby boom. But I don't know about the rest of America.
I don't know about the rest of America.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's move on and talk about Tana Mongeau.
Okay.
So, on the latest episode of her show, MTV No Filter, she had a health scare, was having some breathing issues, some coughing issues, random that it was around this time, but she was diagnosed with asthma. She took it a little lightly. She was like, I basically have a clean bill of health. She wasn't really taking it serious. And so now people are really pissed at her and they're upset because it's like people with asthma are actually at higher risk for everything that's going on. And you've been diagnosed with asthma and you're acting like it's no big deal.
Like, duh. Like, of course she's going to do that. Doesn't make it right, but like, are we surprised? Are we surprised that Tana, the millionaire Paris Hilton of the Gen Z generation, is like taking asthma lightly? Like, y'all want her to be Kim Kardashian. That's what y'all want. Not you, Madison, but like the girls. Y'all want her to be a Kardashian because the way that y'all show her so much outrage over something that like your son's best friend is probably like, oh, I've got asthma, no big deal. And like Tana Mongeau, and she's a grown woman and she's rich and you don't like her because she's plastic or whatever insult you have for her. Like, it just is what it is. She's on the show. She's supposed to like upset people and it worked. So more bags.
Right. Well, people are mad. Kane said, oh gosh, I unsubscribed after that episode. People don't have healthcare also, which is true. She's a horrible role model and never clean otherwise, but that pushed me over the edge. And then Katie said, thank you for addressing Tana. I was upset with her and I'm a major stan. She could have made a coin from going through this medical experience. And I think the thing with Tana is also, unfortunately, timing is not on her side with this. Like, when she filmed the reality TV show, you know, I agree. Should she take getting diagnosed with asthma lightly? No, because there are people who have asthma and it's very serious. But I think the way and how she looked at asthma then versus now, I would hope is different, because if it's not, and she's like those kids in Miami still going out there and doing this, that, and the third, then I'm going to be freaking irritated, because it's like, wow, you really actually are not considering not only yourself, but other people, and that is not okay.
Madison, I have a question. Do you think that, just because I saw the comment, or you read the comment that said she's a horrible role model, do you think that Anna should be her life or be concerned with being a role model? Because I don't think that she should.
I don't think that necessarily being a role model, because I think Tana has never given off the vibe that she's a role model. I feel like Tana's whole brand is the fact that she is the wild and crazy girl who gives 0 Fs and puts everything on social media. So to me, I think of her as just more so someone to watch. Then I would not want my child emulating her behavior, which is why I don't think of her as a role model.
I wonder, Madison, like, if I were a parent, which I'm not, so y'all can save the "you're not a parent" comments. Obviously, I know I'm not. I wonder what it is about Tana for young kids that makes her like attractive. You know what I mean? Because it's like both sides of a coin. Like I said, at Playlist Live, the crowd was split. In previous years, it was everyone at Madison. I know it sounds insane, but every young girl looked like Emma Chamberlain. Then this year, I noticed everyone was dressed like either Billie Eilish or Tana Mongeau. Now, Tana's been out, and she's put her time in. What is it about Tana Mojo, her aesthetic, her personality, her brand that sort of like withstands the test of time. Because girls have been here and gone within 4 months. And Tana has been banged by a toothbrush. She's done this, she's done that. She's been racist. She's got married. She's this and that. How is she so uncancelable? How does she get through the fire every time?
Did you say banged by a toothbrush?
That was like her major viral video. You missed it, girl. That was like her major viral, like she used to do story times. That's how she like really blew up. But she used to tell these outrageous, outlandish story times. And then it became trendy. She blew up. And she's the Tana we know today. She was just like a mother goose in her bedroom.
I don't know how she withstands the test of time. I like to think that it's probably because she always ups the ante. So it's like whatever we think that she does is like terrible or, oh my God, I can't believe someone put that on the internet. She takes it one step further every time that almost now I think people are just latched on to watching her because they want to see what crazy AF thing she's going to do next. And I think the whole marriage thing was something that people were like, oh my God, you're going through with this. I can't stop watching. It's a train wreck. I can't stop watching. That's why we loved Jersey Shore. Again, train wreck, we cannot stop watching. It's just something about us. I don't know what's wrong with us that we just love seeing turmoil.
Before we move on, Maddison, because I know we have a full docket, I just want to say this. You mentioned Jersey Shore, and that's an excellent example. Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people felt at the time the same way they felt about Tana Mojo, they felt about Snooki back then. Mm-hmm. But now look at her. Brands, podcast, multiple mother. Like, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She's like someone to like idolize if you choose to in that way. I wonder if we'll see Tana sort of like swerve into that lane.
Like actually change her brand, essentially.
Yeah. I'm curious.
No, absolutely. Okay, let's move on and talk about Drake. He is reportedly in quarantine in Toronto after he was exposed to coronavirus. So Page Six reports that Drake was seen out last Wednesday with Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant, who announced earlier this week, I believe it was on Tuesday, that he tested positive for coronavirus. So Page Six reports that it's unclear when Drake got back to Canada, but he is locking himself up there to make sure that he's okay after being exposed.
Yikes. Well, he need to take that test. He need to get one of them Idris Elba's, one of them Tom Hanks, expedited over to Toronto.
That's what I'm saying.
And also, go and play basketball with the Biebers.
Exactly. Just more proof. So they were at the Nice Guy, which is like a bar here, kind of in the West Hollywood area. But the fact that so many people were out and just had absolutely no idea. And I can't imagine all of those people who were at that bar and then Drake like finding out, oh, this guy tested positive. I would immediately be like, oh, I need to make sure I'm taking extra precautions to protect myself.
Gabrielena said, "Oh, Kylie gonna have it." When was that? When was the last time Drake saw Kylie? That was recent, right?
That was recent, but I think it was 2 weeks ago. I don't think Kylie was she there last week? Was that when that was? It was for
maybe it might have been the week before.
I think it was.
I'm trying to remember if it was before my vacation or after.
I think it was before.
Yeah.
But guys, honestly, I'm not entirely sure on that. But Kylie said that she's been quarantined for 8 days. Okay. So I don't think so. It would have been the week before.
All right, y'all. But we're gonna keep an eye on that.
Yeah, but you guys are right. I didn't think about that, and y'all just made us do math again on the live. Why are we doing that? Because yesterday I embarrassed myself and didn't know what a hexagon was. So.
We're together.
I love how Table Madison does the rock hands, but Quarantine Madison loves a good peace sign.
Me too. I love a good peace sign. Yes, it's just very.
I just feel like it's just like cute. It's compact. It's right here. Okay, sorry, you guys.
You are silly.
Let's move on and talk about Miss Katy Perry. Also, yes, Alex, I am okay. They said you sound different today. Are you feeling okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm a little stuffy, but I think it's just my allergies, and honestly, guys, I'm just a little stressed. Just like internally, some stress going on, but we're pushing through.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you sound perfect. You sound beautiful.
Madison, before we move seconds, whenever you feel stressed, this is what you do now. You turn on episode 1 of Degrassi, The Next Generation. Because whatever it takes, they sing every episode, I know I can make it through. And that's what you need.
Now I know whatever it takes.
Hey! I know I can make it through. That's a hit.
That is. Okay, let's talk about Katy Perry, because we're kind of keeping you guys up to date on this whole pregnancy wedding situation. This is a new report from E! News. Katy is reportedly enjoying slowing down during her pregnancy, even though she's essentially being forced to. The source said that Katy is focused on her health and well-being, especially now that her and Orlando's wedding has been postponed. The source went on to say, quote, she is just slowing down and trying to enjoy her pregnancy. She is relieved that she made it home from Australia and is feeling good.
Good. Shout out to Katy. I want her to have a good, safe, quiet pregnancy.
I agree. I feel like the fact that she kind of shared it earlier on with her fans, we're going to be getting updates like this constantly, especially with the way, obviously, everyone's health is right now. I feel like everyone's going to want to make sure that at least those celebs that we know are already pregnant, we're going to want to make sure that, like, everything's okay.
Yeah, and I want her to be all right. I feel like Katy Perry sort of gets the short end of the stick from time to time. So I feel like if anything could be good, please let it be this woman's pregnancy and marriage. Please. Please. Orlando, please don't leave her.
I think this is good immersion therapy for me because I'm having to talk about Katy Perry so much. And
Maddison, you're going to wind up liking the next album. Watch.
Right? I know. I'm like kind of concerned that might happen. Not concerned. Like that wouldn't be a bad thing. But the more I talk about Katy Perry and like her pregnancy and Orlando Bloom, I'm like, what is happening? Am I starting to like?
You can decide to be like, you know, I'm not really feeling Katy right now. Like from Prism to Witness, girl, keep all of Katy. But you know, you could jump back in. She has the baby bump, and maybe you're looking at her a little bit differently. Like, oh, she's gonna take care of that child. I like that girl. I want to hear what she has to say. You know?
Honestly, I feel like I'm starting to go that way. It's just hard because I'm a loyal bee, and I know her and Taylor are fine. But y'all, I'll be honest. I'm a grudge holder, and I'm holding a little bit of grudge. I'm holding a grudge.
Told us. She said, "I ain't close to her. We cool, but we ain't close." Like, oh my God.
Well, there we go. Strike again. Okay, let's talk about Harry Styles, your fave, and what he's doing while he is held up. So he actually had a recent interview with a radio station, phoned in what he's doing during quarantine and social distancing. He said that he's learning sign language and Italian. A man. Yeah. And he said it's a little difficult, but it's all right. He said he's lucky that he's with friends in a safe self-isolation pod. And while he's not learning Italian or sign language, him and his friends are listening to music and doing face masks.
Maddison, I don't know if you've seen these photographs of this man, Harry Styles, from Beauty Papers magazine. That's a good-looking man. It's like he's dressed up as a man, and then he's like beat in the face, right? And then in the other pictures, he's dressed like aggressively feminine with no makeup. It's probably my new favorite set of Harry Styles photos. You know I love a good black and white photo wallpaper moment. Let me clear time hop. But this is Post Malone, by the way. I can already tell that by the end of today, it's going to be Harry Styles in black and white and some fishnets on the lock screen. So
you know I think I love about Harry Styles, he is like the Elton John of our generation.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like Elton John would always just dress in the most fabulous way, and I feel like he really kind of, you know, would go between feminine and masculine, and he would just like really cross the lines. Like he would wear a suit, but it would be rhinestoned or like whatever. And I feel like Harry Styles is definitely that for us.
And like I love it. He's really a classic.
Our parents had Elton John, we get Harry Styles.
Oh, I'll take it.
Not mad. And I also love that he's doing face masks while being quarantined. I don't know what about that. I really felt that. I really love that.
He's a smart man.
Yep, and then Tamara said she does know some sign language because of her cousin. And then I see you guys all talking about Harry Styles and what he's doing. I love that so much. Wesley said those beauty paper magazines, sickening, legendary, formidable, stunning, and gorgeous. Yes. That's a high five.
Feels good.
That is. Okay, let's talk about my favorite, Niall Horan, my future husband. We're adding him to the docket now with Harry Styles anytime we can. So he spoke to Hits Radio Breakfast actually this morning. He had to do a Skype interview similar to what we're doing. And he talked about how he just accidentally released his album at a terrible time. Niall said, quote, "The timing of the release of an album I've spent a year and a half working on is probably the worst ever. In terms of releases and timings, it's been very frustrating with everything being canceled." He said that he would much rather be out in the masses and at radio stations and TV stations doing promotions, but obviously he can't. And he said he's been spending his self-isolation time watching TV and writing more new music.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say this. I totally get from a business standpoint that Niall is 100% right. Girl, you tried it. However, this is the time that we need new music from the artists so that we can have something to put our mind on, so we can sing, we can learn new words, we can really react and digest internally like what's actually happening, because we're always on the go in cars and, you know, just listening to listen and whatever. But also, like, Niall, you're Niall Horan. Like, there's ways to get around that. There's ways to increase streams. Like, when it comes to Niall doing a TikTok, it doesn't come off as try hard. Like, for example, and this is not shade, when the Biebers do TikTok, it appears to be like try hard to me. When it's Niall, I feel like, well, his album just came out in the middle of a pandemic. We need you on TikTok. He's someone that needs to be doing a live concert once a week. Maybe inviting a viewer on Instagram Live to chit chat about the album, a fan Q&A, if you will. He could literally sort of like flip how entertainers, artists like interact with their fan bases when they can't like directly be out in the masses. Tinashe did a virtual reality concert. Where's Niall strumming on a virtual guitar? Put your little headset on. Apparently
he is going to be part of John Legend and Chrissy Teigen's live concert series. Remember, we talked about Sean and Camila. So he is going to do that. And I think he probably will do some of those things. I think it sounds to me right now he's in like the wallowing phase. You know, we all have that time where we're just like, everything sucks. This sucks. This is the worst. Like, it kind of sounds like he's still in that, but I agree with you. Like, okay, we got to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. This is our new reality. We're going to get on social media and tell people to stream this way. I loved the TikTok, the virtual concerts. Like, I think it sounds like he's getting out of that wallow phase. Now it's time to like, okay, let's work with what we got, you know?
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't need a machine, in my opinion, right? Like, I feel like Niall could just like wake up and be like, hey, this is what we're doing, and you can join me. I think it'll be fun. Let's all something together. And the girls need to be thinking, girl, there's money to be made.
No, exactly. And Haley said, everyone drop your favorite new songs and albums. Haley didn't even know Niall dropped anything. I need new things to listen to while at work, which actually, Haley, great idea. Love it. But also, Courtney, if you guys are following Hollyscoop on Instagram, you'll see that Courtney is coming up with a little Courtney's Quarantine Tunes. We started a Hollyscoop Spotify playlist. And so every couple of days, Courtney's going to be adding 5 new songs to get you guys through this time. You know that we love to twerk, we love a little tear, and we love tea. So that's what you can expect, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun to make playlists for Hollyscoop. It would be awesome if you guys could check it out. So all you guys have to do is go on Spotify and search Courtney's Quarantine Tunes and get your life.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about Ariana Grande, because we got a new report from Us Magazine about what she's looking for in her next partner. The source said that Ariana likes guys who are funny, but also those who need to be taken care of. The source said that she's a nurturer and likes to be needed. And the last guy Ariana was linked to, obviously, was Mikey Foster from Social House. But what are your thoughts on the fact that she likes to be needed?
Ariana... I want to say this, but be respectful and sensitive. You cannot like fix everybody. And I think that is something, I feel like there's just like a percentage of the world, and I used to be one of those people where like sometimes you just enjoy the idea of someone's potential, but they're not there yet. So like the biggest thing I feel like, and I don't know her, don't drag me, Ariana fans, but I feel like you have to realize that like you're not Bob the Builder. You get what I'm saying? You can't like romanticize like the idea of someone in your head. Like you have to look at people for exactly who they are, not what they could be, not what their potential is. You have to look at the situation and be like, this is who this person is. Now, maybe one day they could get to that person in my mind, but it's not up to me to fix that. Right. You can only support, but you cannot fix.
Right. No, I completely agree. I feel like if you're falling in love with a project, you're just never going to get to where you need to be. And I also don't think it's fair to start dating somebody and then also want to change them and fix them and all of that too. I don't think that's fair really to them either. And also I think for me, it's just like, girl, you are a strong, independent woman. You are busy. You don't have time to be taking care of anyone. Like you need someone who's on the journey with you, not being dragged along. You know, I don't know, but that's just maybe how I feel. So for me, I think I have this like picture of Ariana Grande, and then when I hear something like that, like she likes to, you know, take care of people and whatever, I'm like, you can be nurturing without needing a project and to like change somebody.
Exactly. You should be wanting to nurture someone, not fix them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because I feel like I'm a nurturer, but no time to fix anyone. Like you got to be up to par right away. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time. We don't have time. I know. Okay, let's talk about Demi Lovato because she recently shared that she moved out of her apartment building after a guest in her building tested positive for coronavirus. She admitted, right? Same. If I had this option, 1,000%. She admitted to Miley Cyrus, she said that she moved in with her family, and obviously it's not that bad of a situation because they're her everything, and fortunately her family just moved into a new place, so there's plenty of room. But I'm just a little bit, I find it a little bit funny that Demi is literally out. She's like, someone here has corona, and goodbye, good night.
Maddison, I can't be mad. I would do the same thing. I'd be like, oh, you got corona? And I got the coins? Okay, I would call my mom in the mansion that I would have bought her already and said, okay, sis, I'm not asking, but I'm catching the flight. I'm coming on in. Leave the key under the mat. I actually leave the key on the railing because we behind the gates now. Leave the key on the railing. I'm coming home. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm like, honestly, I can't fault Demi because if I could go home to my family, 1,000%, you know, my little tush be on the flight. Yeah. Like nobody.
You don't catch viruses, you catch flights, man.
Exactly, but unfortunately, I can't afford to charter the PJ right now, so
we gotta call Kylie, girl.
One day, Courtney and I will be able to charter our own PJs. One day. I'm manifesting it now. Okay, let's talk about Cardi B. Her and Offset are kind of getting stir crazy. They're straight up bored, and they're finding interesting ways to entertain themselves. For example, first up, Cardi posted a video of Offset rolling blunt after blunt after blunt, just really stocking up for a rainy day. I knew you would like that.
I'm looking at the quality of those rolling skills. I'm like, what's going on here?
Or not?
You know what? I would give those an 8.9 out of 10.
Oh, okay. That's not
based
bad.
Off technique, girth of, you know, the object and more. You know, all right. Okay,
Nelson. All right. I figured that might get a little clap. I was like, all right, Nelson. You know?
Now, Justin Bieber couldn't do that. We know Justin couldn't do that.
Justin had to hire people to do that. So shout out to Offset doing it himself. Then she also posted on her Instagram a text exchange between her and Offset where he's asking for a boudoir moment for his man parts to be serviced. And Cardi captioned the story saying that she's got no more to give.
Ow. Well, everyone needs a break. Right? You could finish the album on the break.
Honestly.
You could write some hits, right? You could lay down a demo while y'all are resting. I don't think that that's rude or out of the realm of possibility.
No.
That's what I think that she should do. While they're resting from the boudoir, you could be in your living room, notebook open, notes app, however you get it, and you could, you know, start laying down your scalp. Like, you know what I'm saying? Girl, get creative. Now,
her coronavirus rant that she posted like a week ago, some DJ like remixed it, and now it's literally like charting on iTunes.
I saw, and she said, "I want the money from that."
So she wants the money from that. She's in the boudoir, and her and Offset are definitely enjoying some herbal refreshments during this time. We're pro the herbal refreshments, and the boudoir, we're like, girl, take a break and go make some music. Yes? Is that a good summary?
Yes, ma'am. That's what she needs to do. I think that's a good idea. That's a good action plan.
And I'm also laughing at Heart Grows that I can't splash his eyes with ammonia. Like after
I cannot. Y'all are a mess.
I love it so much. I love it. Oh, and then we have Morgan saying, "This is why I like being single, LMAO. I can't stand a needy man begging for
Like, why you gotta beg?
That's right?
Info.
And Cardi loves to talk about what Offset is packing below the belt. So I'm telling you, they must have really spent a lot of time in the boudoir for her to post that and say no. Because normally she is ready to go. A little too much. A little too many times. We have Natalie saying, when you get your big bag, don't forget the T-Tribe, talking to us when we have our PJ.
Natalie, we can't get no big bag without y'all. So
yeah, apparently. We wouldn't even be able to have a live stream or a morning tea without the T-Tribe. Hello. We're taking the private jet to go around to meet the T-Tribe. That's the plan.
That's what it is. Y'all don't even know the plan. That's really the plan. We're just trying to see y'all.
Exactly. I wish you guys knew actually how much Courtney and I personally talk about the T-Tribe. Like how much we love you guys and we're like, I think they'd really like this. Like we should do this. Like once we're done, like let's do this. Like we know we would not be sitting here having anything to even discuss without the T-Tribe. When the bag is secured, the T-Tribe's coming along with us, obviously.
That's a no.
Okay, let's talk about Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, and then we'll get into Car Dinner Tea Time. So if you guys love your Selena news, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and put your emojis in the chat. We got crowns. We got ice cream cones. And then if you love yourself some Haley, actually, honestly, give her the hailing hands, because you guys, Haley is getting trolled, and honestly, she needs some love. I feel bad for her in this instance. Okay, I'm saying... Yes, make sure you guys are giving this video a thumbs up. Please, please, please. That helps us so much. So please give it a thumbs up. I know sometimes...
Right now, if you're breathing.
Yes, if you're breathing, give this video a thumbs up. It really, really helps. So please do so. And we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm seeing it all go down. Okay, so Selena Gomez, you guys, and a couple of her friends. I know you all are just dying for Selena updates as how she's doing with all of this going on. She is okay. Some of her friends actually broke the self-quarantine for just a quick second for something that we all understand, to go get some Chipotle.
I feel that because I'm sitting over here in Madison. As soon as this is over, I'm about to call the barbershop just to see if she's open. Because what I did on my podcast yesterday was me and my friend, we talked about things we would risk the Rona for. What would you risk the Rona for, Madison?
My hair. My hair.
So you feel where I'm coming from.
My hair.
Scalp is in turmoil.
Oh, absolutely. My hair and my eyelashes.
You ain't get no eyelash extension? Oh my God. Well, those are still good, girl.
Well, I might have got them right before we were like locked down, you know? I was like, SOS, please. Someone call Rihanna or Brenda Lee, my eyelash lady, because... If I'm going to be homebound, I cannot let the T-Tribe down and have wonky lashes.
Like, I just see your car just like skirting into someone's parking lot, like flames on the back of your tire.
I'm ready to lay down. Do whatever you need to do.
All right, y'all. While Madison is getting into the next story, tell us in the chat what you would hashtag risk the Rona for.
Yes. Also, Gabby said, what about McDonald's? Gabby, I can have McDonald's delivered, so that's not a stress for me, but also... I would take a drive-through because obviously those are okay as long as everyone's wearing gloves. I'm fine. I would absolutely risk for some Mickey D's. I just said if you guys missed it, I had a hot dog for dinner last night. So I'm not necessarily putting like healthy food at the top of my quarantine list.
My God.
My sister's watching. She said Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell, honestly, and nails. And then we also had my parents or family and going places for them. Jessica, yes, absolutely. And then Haley said risking it tonight for some good Chinese food. Yes.
That sounds like I could go for some good Chinese, girl.
Yes. And then we had someone else say, oh, Bay said Chipotle 100%. So Bay is with Selena Gomez on risking it for Chipotle. Honestly, she was doing it responsibly, though, you guys. She had her mask on. She was covered. So it's like, yes, she was going out to get Chipotle, but honestly, she was taking all the necessary precautions that she needed to.
And it really is a thing of, like, you just can't be nowhere where it's, like, 10 or more people. And that's where I broke it down to. I was like, well, I know there ain't no more than 6 people in the barbershop at one time, more or less. So I could sneak in and sneak out.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly. Also, of course, obviously, taking a plane to see our family, that's a given. That's, like, obviously number one. That goes without saying that that's the first thing we would do. But then after we're there, then that's when the fun stuff comes in. And I love that you guys are being able to have fun with us, because that's what we're talking about. Lady Joy said, I risked it for eggs last night so I could get some baking. I didn't want to have to keep risking it for chocolate treats, so baking will save me from that, girl.
I felt that.
Chocolate helps the heart. It really does. And so does...
It's good for
So does wine.
I knew you were going to say that, Mass. I literally, I don't know what, it's our brains. I knew that was coming after chocolate. I don't know how. I just knew you were going to say that.
I love that our lobes are linked even over Skype. I love it. I love it. It's right here. Also, just so you guys know, champagne helps or fight against Alzheimer's and dementia. So
I've got to get that today. So that's my excuse. I'm leaving the house.
Champagne does help prevent dementia and Alzheimer's. I read it once. So therefore, you have to know 50-50 on whether or not it's true, but I'm sticking to it. I'm saying it. Okay, let's talk about Justin and Hailey, you guys. Justin posted a photo of him and his quarantine partner, a.k.a. Hailey. That's what he's calling her in the caption. They are kissing in the snow. They are kissing in nature. And of course, people decided to troll Hailey. People were calling her out for looking old, saying that she looks older than Justin. And then some people were saying that she looked manly and looked,
Here's where Courtney draws the line. Here's where the fire extinguisher comes out. Who's ready to put their boots on? Because I know this is going to fit a lot of y'all. Now, I've been trying to hold off on addressing this explicitly because I hate when people feel like they say things like I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But when you guys, no matter what Hailey does, Hailey could literally spit on Justin and divorce him tomorrow, have his baby, and give it away. I cannot and will no longer tolerate y'all saying that Hailey looks like a man. I feel like it is a disservice, and I feel like it's an insult to the trans community, and I don't like it. And I think that it's rude, and I think that it's offensive. You get what I'm saying? You can say that Hailey has a stupid Selena Bob. You can say she's a stalker. You can say that she's just in it for Bieber and she's just trying to be famous, stupid. But do not say that she looks like a man. I feel like that is so incredibly offensive to the trans community, and we need to be standing in solidarity with all letters of the LGBTQ plus community. Okay, soapbox moment complete.
No, I completely agree with you. I want to shout out Fessy. She said, sending love to the T Tribe. Hi, Fessy. We love you.
Hey, Fessy. Never make a messy.
No, I completely agree with you. I think even for me, the other issue I have with it, other than everything you said, is just I'm like, let's look at what's going on right now. Why is trolling Hailey and saying she looks old, making comments like that on her appearance? Like, honestly, like, we've got to do better, guys. I know the Biebers do a lot of clown thing. Like, they have clownery behavior all the time, and Courtney and I will call that out, corona or not. However, this is not one of those instances. They're literally kissing. You can LOL about the awkward kiss however many times you want. But I think attacking Hailey's appearance just is so unnecessary right now. But and then that kind of is what makes, other instances that she does deserve some criticism, it makes them smaller and seem insignificant because you're trolling her for dumb things. So it's just like, let's focus on spreading as much positivity as possible. And then if she does need to be called out for the mess, don't worry, we'll sit here, we'll make sure it happens, but no need to do it unnecessarily, in my opinion.
Yeah, that comment specifically for me, for a minute, has been like, yo, what is with y'all? Like, it'd be like, once one person says it in the comments, then it's like every other comment be like, and she looks like a man, and she looks like a man. LOL, Justin married a man. Like, y'all are looking and sounding stupid AF, and y'all are making the people that y'all stand, Selena, everyone else, y'all are making them look horrible. Because the first thing will say is, those Demi Lovato fans, or those Ariana fans, or those whatever fans, they were dragging Hailey again, and then y'all be upset.
Exactly.
I don't like it. It's not fair. It's not nice.
No, I agree. All right, you guys, we're going to get into this Kendall, Kylie, and Khloe and Tristan news. So go ahead and turn your volumes down for...
Jenner Tito! Hello to everyone in my living room.
Hello. Gosh, I don't know what it is about the Jenner tea time. It just hits differently when we're like this, and I love it. I love it even more. I love it. Okay, let's kick it off talking about Kendall, you guys. Hollywood Life reports that Kendall got some fresh air yesterday. She was seen out driving around in her convertible with Phi, not Ben Simmons. My question for you is, if you think, obviously getting fresh air is totally okay. We're all allowed to still go outside. But do you think Kendall is taking coronavirus more seriously and her posts about coronavirus more seriously after getting dragged by the Italian influencer, Chiara?
Well, probably, because she has a huge platform and she probably feels like, I don't have time for this. Like, I'm quarantined. I got to constantly look at my phone more than likely. Let me just be really careful and say things carefully so that I don't get dragged. Yeah,
I completely agree. Even, like, I'm sure going out for a drive yesterday, the pictures I saw, she was keeping it real low-key. I think that she just doesn't even want to be associated at all with it, because so far everything that's been Kendall Jenner and Corona has been negative.
Mm-hmm. She needs some sort of positivity there.
I know.
Poor Kenny.
I know, poor Kenny. But let's talk about Kylie. So the first thing I want to talk about, which I think is pretty crazy. So the Surgeon General for the United States was on Good Morning America this morning, and he called on celebrity influencers. He specifically called out Kylie. He said, Kylie Jenner. He said that they need to educate young people about the severity of coronavirus, that they are not doing enough to tell young people, like, this is serious and you need to take it seriously. What do you think about that?
I mean, well, why gotta be just, you said Kylie and Kendall?
No, he only called out Kylie, and then he called out, I believe, an NBA player.
Okay, so there's a million celebrities that's not saying nothing like that. How about them? If it's for one, let it be for all. Good night. Y'all just want to hate Kylie. Good night. Because that's what it is. Because there's a lot of people that have not come out and said anything at all. You get what I'm saying? So if you're going to say, you better have a long, you know how Lil Nas went up on the award stage and let the receipt all fall? And you better name off every single celebrity that has a social media presence and has not said anything.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think for some reason, I get obviously what he was trying to do by saying, like, hey, you're a young celebrity influencer, please use your platform. But I'm like, also, Kylie has been using her platform, which is what we're going to talk about next. But I agree with you. I just feel like, I don't know, something about, I just feel like Kylie Jenner is such an easy target and an easy person to call out. But I'm like, you called her out and she's actually doing exactly what you just asked her to do. Like, she's already been doing that. So I don't know. I totally get where he's coming from, and I think that was especially in regards to what we talked about at the beginning of the show with people in Miami acting a complete mother effing fool. But to me, after seeing some of those young people talk, I think Oprah could get up on her Instagram story. I don't care who it is, the youngest, hottest celebrity ever, and could tell them to stay inside, and they're not going to listen.
It's because people are so incredibly selfish. Poor Kylie, because I mean, I feel like she could say anything. You know what I wonder, Madison? I wonder what the world would be like if the Kardashians were just like, shut the F up.
Right?
I couldn't be one, because I would be dragging y'all left and right and crushing y'all with my wallet left and right. You know what I would be doing? I would be doing like some J.K. Rowling stuff. I don't know if y'all know about this, and I could be fuzzy on a few of the details, but someone had like dragged J.K. Rowling on, and I know that some of y'all don't like J.K. Rowling, but girl, that's another video. Someone had dragged J.K. Rowling, and then it was like a year or two later, and then the person became homeless because J.K. Rowling like bought their house and like kicked them out or something. That like that's the type of stuff I would be doing. Y'all really need to learn how to leave celebrities alone, because I would be buying y'all houses left and right. I'd be done owned your bank and froze your accounts and all of that. You'd be like, what happened? I only have $32, and they would be my $32, and I would be a millionaire. So, like, I wish y'all would just, like, leave them alone. Because they really could be going off on y'all and shutting a whole bunch of stuff down. But they just let themselves be the butt of the joke because it makes them more money.
Not wrong. I also want to address Sonia. Has Taylor Swift said anything? Yes, Taylor Swift said something. At the beginning of the week, she posted about it along with Ariana Grande. But let's talk more about Kylie. So she is educating people. Most recently on her Instagram, she first posted a message that reminded everyone of the seriousness of what's happening, reminded everyone to stay inside. And then she followed that one up with another post that said she's on day 8 of quarantine and that she prepared for this during pregnancy because she didn't leave the house for months.
Me. I'm literally Kylie. If I didn't have to, I would not leave the house for months. Like, you know, like it's a very easy thing for me to do. Shout out to her. And
right?
I like saying, like, stay inside. You know what I'm saying?
She also encouraged everyone. She was like, we got this. She was trying to be positive. So I got to shout her out for that. I feel like she is, you know, doing as much as she can on social media. Personally, I feel like if she did any more, people would be like, oh my God, Kylie's trying to take the attention away from what's going on and putting it on her by talking about it every day. So I feel like she's doing the best she can.
And it's like, what else do y'all want Kylie to do?
Right.
Like, you get what I'm saying? I felt like she sent the employees home with pay, right? She's paying the employees, right? So, like, what I feel like that's the thing y'all should be mad about if it were true. If Kylie's skin and all of that was still open and all the employees were still coming in, that's something to drag her by her lips for. This is like, she's letting y'all know, stay inside. What else do y'all want?
I know, right? And she said she prepared for it during pregnancy, so love it. She's already gone through this before, and now she has Stormy to do it with, so now she's lucky. I want to shout out Bessie. Did you guys see the Instagram story that Priyanka Chopra Jonas did? And are you guys interested in watching? Sending so much care and safe wishes. I did not, but I will definitely check it out.
They're doing something on Quibi?
Yeah, if it's worth it, I'll watch it for sure.
Let me see. I'm looking. Are they doing something on the Quibi?
Oh, not Quibi's having some situations.
Oh.
Because of what's going on. I think they're having to push some things. That's unconfirmed. That's just things I've been seeing on social media. But real quick, let's talk about Khloe and Tristan, you guys. The reason you clicked on this video, if you've been waiting for this news, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, pretty please. So this is a new report from In Touch Weekly, update about them. The source said that Khloe is finding it difficult to, quote, shut down her feelings about Tristan Thompson while the two are co-parenting. The insider went on to say that there is, quote, still love between them, but Khloe is having a hard time forgetting Tristan's past infidelity, which makes it hard to navigate their relationship sometimes. BS.
This sound like 3 episodes away from the finale of the digital show.
Are we going to forgive? Are we not? I still can't forget the cheating, but I think I might be able to work through it. Blah, 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 blah.
For me, as a person from the outside looking in, it's a very easy decision. Tristan has cheated on you on tape. We all saw it. 2 people on the internet have been talking about it every day for a year. Like it's a no-brainer. You should be out on the street forever. Yes, come and see our baby. Yes, buy her nice clothes. Have daddy time. But then after that, you got to go. Hit the go. To the left,
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, to me, I think this is one of those reports that is trying to confuse people, especially after everything of, like, her fueling the rumors that they're back together, her, you know, clarifying their relationship, wasn't actually clarifying anything. She just kind of said, oh, she has 2 parents who love her. Georgina said, wow, exactly.
And that's how I feel, Georgina.
Wow. And I feel like this is trying to kind of get people back on Khloe's side to be like, oh, well, you know, she's struggling. She's not sure. She's trying to shut down her feelings. It's confusing because they're co-parenting. And it's one of those that's trying to tell people she's not sure what's going on, but I'm still seeing through it.
Madison. All I'm going to say is I really hope that everyone watches the digital series. Let Khloe and Tristan go out in a blaze of glory and let her continue to live her happily clown ever after. I guess if she likes it, I love it. If she wants to keep clowning around, I'm buying my ticket to the circus, I guess.
Tiny Media said Khloe just needs some sleep with crying laughing emojis. And then Mansa said, how can she find herself attracted to him after all the things he did? Like, really? Really. Honestly, really.
That's it for me. How you
we
were
have heard, right. We have heard a lot of reports that Khloe does have some self-confidence issues, so I don't know if it's that. Honestly, I don't even know. Also, Two Lees in a Pod, what digital series? So you guys, Khloe Kardashian is reportedly getting her own digital series that's going to focus on her and True's life. It's going to be online. They're going to be like, what, 7-minute episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Courtney and I have a theory that they're actually going to hold off on talking about Khloe and Tristan's relationship on Keeping Up, and they're going to save it for the digital series. That way people actually are enticed to watch that.
Maddison, I'm not enticed.
I know.
I know. Enticed?
To be honest, I think I would just need to like see them kiss with my own two eyes once to be like, oh, okay, this is actually back on.
See, Karina said, can we give the series to Kylie instead? Listen, I'm sure Kylie got some dramatic employees in that office building. Now that's that. Now Kylie's version of Vanderpump Rules, I'm watching that. Because y'all say she's boring and she don't have no life. Okay, that's fine. Have her be Lisa and pop in and out. And then the employees that are messy and rude and loud and obnoxious and have great personalities, let us see their stories and how they interact. I want to see Kylie play baby Chris and sort of referee the girls and be like, well, you guys, if you can't get it together, you're going to be... Like, that's something I want to see. That's good, right?
No, I'm actually thinking, I'm like, wait, that's actually such a good idea. Stop giving so many good ideas.
Chris, I'm letting you know right now, if I see a trailer for that, I'm rolling up to the building. And I'm with Madison, who's going to ask you.
Yeah, exactly. You know me. They'll already be on the phone. They will know we're coming. And I'm demanding 15% right off the bat.
That's a good idea, right?
That's a good idea. I love it. I love it so much. But... before we go, and Erica said, Chris, you hear this? Give Courtney his pay. Exactly. Courtney is always coming up with ideas, the best ideas. Honestly, too many good ideas. But before we go, we do have to give everyone a little 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tea, and we see ya. Miss Mika, hey, go Mika. Go hey. Mika. Go, hey. Go, Mika. Happy Thursday, Mika. It's very
Happy Thursday. Yes, happy Thick Thursday, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us on this Thick Thursday. Another version of our corn tea edition of the morning tea, TNN, as Wesley likes to call it, which I absolutely love. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love and appreciate the Tea Tribe more than we can even express, you guys. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're sharing it. Make sure you're telling your family and friends right now that, hey, we're here for you during this time. We got you. We talk about Corona, but we also talk about other mess too to get our minds off of everything. Real quick, I want to read Fessie's comment. It's about the COVID-19, and she's getting doctors from the World Health Organization and Global Citizen to answer questions that the public might have and how to persevere. So, Fessie, thank you so much. We will definitely check that out. That was on Priyanka Chopra's Instagram story. So, we'll definitely do that, you guys. Make sure to follow us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And don't forget Shambong Dave and Hit It Leo. They need lots of love during this time, too. Don't forget.
Please do,
don't
guys.
Forget. And we'll be back for Shambong Friday. Hey, you guys, Shambong Friday. We'll continue. We'll persevere. We're going to be doing Shambongs virtually. So we will see you guys tomorrow for Shambong Friday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, bye, guys. Love you.
Bye. Now, wash your hands, Leo.
Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hit it, Leo. Hey. Yeah, I don't stop talking.